So I'm gonna go smoke. So I mean, if we're still waiting on room, we can wait. Oh, we're live. What the fuck?
I told you.
Kirimkan doa, moga engkau tenang di alam surga. Ayah, kirimkan doa, moga engkau tenang di alam surga. Ayah, kirimkan doa.
Crazy down, 6'4", still sipping that angel dust. They had cake, got chicken in my pocket, straight fishing when he roll up. With a nigga when he roll up, where you from? So what? The cold thing on my domain, post up, get close up, hit the pin, probably roll up. That's a no-no, on a no-no. You're not welcome. Black tea got the photo.
What is wrong with you? So while you were gone, Larry,
You should have never given me these powers. This is your fault.
I asked Chat. I'm going to make Larry the second in command. I asked Chat GPT to give me some potential name for what Ethan Ralph's $97 comic book would be,
Mhm.
and it gave me some pretty good answers.
Okay.
We'll go from 10 down. The
Okay.
Killstream Combatants with a K.
That's not bad. But I
Ralph's
think it should
Realm.
be, hold up. I think it should be the Killstream Combatant Club, all with a K.
Oh yeah, yeah. Ralph's Realm. Pretty good.
Mhm.
Chat Wars.
Okay.
Ethan's Unfiltered Adventures.
Okay.
I like that
Tales
one.
Tales of the Killstream.
Okay.
Digital Duelist. I don't know. I guess
So, like a
Dream
Yu-Gi-Oh
Warrior.
parody comic with Ethan Ralph as Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes. Yes, and all the Yu-Gi-Oh cards are just streamer memes.
I thought the
But,
Yu-Gi-Oh cards would be Percocets.
Stream Warrior was number 4. In the top 3. Ethan's Epic Escapades. Ralphiverse Rumbles.
Okay.
And Killstream Chronicles with a K.
I think you need to ask it to include Ethan Ralph's avoiding legal service for child support in the title. See if it gives you anything.
Let's see here. I'm going to ask it to write a brief script of Ethan Ralph explaining why he can't / won't pay child support.
Now, should we do a live read of it?
ChatGPT's ethics.
What?
Anyway, you guys go ahead. I'm gonna see if I can talk ChatGPT out of his ethics.
I mean, I imagine you can.
I mean, I imagine he can too. So let's talk about some comic books before we dive into the other stuff. Because I mean, isn't this supposed to be a show about comic books, Church?
Well, I'm trying to make a comic book here. and you know, to that point, I sent you guys some comic books to review for the show so that we could do a group review like the old days.
You did.
I'm the only person that had to suffer through that horse shit.
I mean,
well, I mean,
I'll suffer through it if you remind me. I will
Oh no, it's
read it
past
next
now.
week.
It's past now. I'm gonna have to review it because once I get it out of my brain, then then I can move on with my life.
Then he can drink enough alcohol to strip those memories from his brain.
Right.
Were there bees in it?
But anyway, you guys go ahead. I didn't get
Oh,
my
okay.
pre-show
Sorry.
smoke in, so I'm gonna go do that, and then
All right,
I have work
okay.
to do while I come back. So
All right. So,
So-
which thing am I pulling up, Larry? There's a lot of links.
Club
you sent.
Conan.
Club Conan. Where's that one?
now I will say this briefly before I go. I
Mhm.
have the story of the entirety of Solomon Kane
Mhm.
on my my Audible, but here's the problem with it.
Mhm.
The narrator is trash.
Who's the narrator?
Let me look. I've been spoiled by Roy Dotrives, so
Mhm.
let's see. All titles: Savage, Solomon Kane. Yeah, the Savage Tales of Solomon Kane, narrated by Paul Bomer,
The boner?
Boehmer.
That's not what I wanted.
Yeah, it makes me want to go to sleep. It's just very boring. But anyway, continue. Conan the Barbarian.
So, the Howard Estate teamed up with a publisher to produce a Conan comic book. Now, Ayrton, have you ever read a Conan book?
Like book or comic book?
A book.
No.
Have you read any comic book about Conan from the 80s? Well, I'll say 70s and 80s.
Probably. I don't really remember much, but
So this comic
I'm sure at
is
some point I
made-
have.
So this comic book is made for you. What this comic book does is it spends about a third to half of the comic book establishing who the heck Conan is, what he's all about, what
He's a
he's
barbarian.
doing. Well, he's a mercenary in particular, and his boss ordered him and a bunch of men to go do something. It was stupid, and everybody died except for Conan. So Conan went in to tell his boss, I quit, and his boss said, well, you can't. And Conan was like, well, I can't if I kill you. And he kills him. Because that's how Conan rolls. And everybody else in the mercenary company respected him enough that they gave him extra money for killing the bad boss, who was screwing up everything for them. And then Conan goes off to a tavern to have a good time, as you do when you're a barbarian.
Yeah.
And then somebody comes in needing help because there's zombies. Conan helps her destroy the zombies that ruined her village, but she's like, oh no, there's like a whole big ass army of zombies. So that is the comic book, which is pretty great. The art was average to slightly above average for the current era of major comic book art.
Can I just say I'm kind of over zombies as a trope?
Well, the thing is, one of Conan's archonic. What is going on with me? I can't.
Archaic? Is that?
I meant to say
Did I mix
archetypal
the two?
or iconic, and those two words
Oh.
just blended together in my brain. One of Conan's iconic villains is a necromancer. So, I mean, if you
Oh.
got a necromancer, there's gonna be zombies. It's unavoidable.
Okay. All right.
And Conan is told, hey, the zombies have taken over Samaria. Samaria is overrun with zombies. And so we're going to see Conan go murder a bunch of zombies, free his people. Not because they deserve it, but because, screw that, they're zombies. That's not a Good deal. So click on the link for Enhance, which is unfortunately it's Kickstarter. I backed this comic book, and I didn't realize this comic book was going to come to me all the way from Europe. I got like a DHL thing saying, "Hey, DHL's going to send you a package." I'm like going, I don't remember ordering anything that would come over DHL. And then the DHL driver called me because DHL delivers to Tampa, and then they send somebody down here, like going, "Hey, if you're not there to pick up your stuff, it might be a while for us to come back around and deliver it to you." So I was there and I got this comic book. It is very nice artwork.
You didn't
It is
notice
above-
when the money was in euros, like it is right there.
Well, no. I bought the book like a while ago. I kickstarted it a while ago and I forgot about it. That's one of the favorite things I have about crowdfunding comic books is like,
the surprise.
Past you sends a present to future you. It's like going, oh yeah, I did pay for that on the Kickstarter, didn't I? And it also came in a black bubble wrap package with the name of the comic book on it.
Milano, Italy is where it's from.
Yeah. It's from Italy. I didn't remember again that I had ordered this comic book, and they could have had a publisher in America who was doing some stuff. They could have drop shipped it to somebody in America. I didn't know. I didn't really think about it. So this comic book is a blend of Ghost in the Shell and Blade Runner with just a thin veneer of painting of cyberpunk edge runners on top. It's not, setting the world on fire for a story.
Were you soft or hard when you backed this?
I backed it because I'm working on a cyberpunk project, so I was like going, I'm going to see what another cyberpunk comic that's currently being crowdfunded looks like, what it's written about.
Well, it says here UV cover for both soft and hard backers. So were you soft or hard when you backed it?
I got a soft backing.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't paying for the hard back.
Yeah, you don't want to pay for that.
Comic book story was really basic cyberpunk adventure. You got a team. There's a thing that the government, the corporations need your help with, but the government's trying to screw over the corporation. Corporations trying to screw over the government. One part of the corporation is trying to screw over itself. It's the standard story. And they got a synthetic.
The art looks pretty good, though.
It is. It's above average. I would definitely consider getting the art again from the people who made this book. Hopefully they make something that I might be interested in. One of the replicants that they were going after, they used a different name, but I mean, it's replicants. It's literally the replicant plot from Blade Runner. Had an atomic bomb inside it, and it was a little girl. So the characters, the hardened street mercenaries, were like, yeah, no, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that with a little girl, so let's not do that. So I'd recommend you buy this, but it's a crowdfunding comic book. If you didn't buy it when it was on crowdfund, you're not getting it.
Too late, suckers.
And let's pull up that Friends Frazetta comic book there.
Oh, I'm still showing off some of the artwork. You don't have anything else to say on this?
No, I mean it's a fairly basic story. Art's good.
Oh, hey, titties. I should probably keep scrolling. Okay,
that's right. That's right.
You should warn me.
This is a book inspired by the art of Friends Frazetta. So this art comes hard and stays hard.
Oh. I wonder if the YouTube bots are going to catch those titties hanging out in that frame.
Oh no, you're still on the cyberpunk art. This has some nice cyberpunk kind of art.
All right, sorry, where was I going?
You're going to the Friends Frazetta one that's up there. That's number
Somehow I knew this was going to end
Number
up with
three.
us getting banned.
We're not
number-
banned yet.
Number
Number
three,
three.
you said? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I knew that Church would be back in time for this and the Pickle Rick joke.
Oh, an ass.
That's right. That's right, because this is a Franz Frazetta art-inspired book.
Can we show that on YouTube?
Yeah, you can zoom in on that all you want.
Well, I didn't mean zoom in. Just can it be on the screen?
Well, I mean, it can if you zoom in on it.
Okay. I mean, I can I just here? I'll do that.
I mean, that's not really a zoom.
You mean like
God
that?
damn it, Larry! Stop encouraging him.
So this is a comic book about a bunch of people on an island and a boat of slavers coming to kidnap some people. But it turns out the slavers aren't
That's
what
it.
you expect.
We don't have anything else to see on the site. Okay, I'll go back to the cover shot.
No. So the slavers are something more than they seem, and there's a little bit of supernatural action to defend the island people from the slavers and their nefarious purposes that go beyond just slavery. And the main character there gets turned into a shark. And it's not a bad turning into a shark, it's good turning into the shark.
Baby shark.
Oh Jesus fuck! Man, I'm gonna have to go kill yourself now.
And let's pull up the pickle wiki reference there.
Okay.
We're going from ass to pickle. No, you know it's not Pickle Rick.
So
why
what?
not?
What is this? I'm so confused.
Well, read what it says there on the wiki.
Yeah. Yeah.
Read the
I mean,
words
it's from
there.
Baki.
I
Yeah,
guess.
we know it's from Baki.
So, Grappler Baki is a manga and anime series all about Baki Hanma, whose daddy is the strongest, toughest, baddest motherfucker on the planet. And Baki was born because his dad was like, listen, I'm tired of trying to fight other people to see if one of them is tough enough to have me beat down the street. So I need you to have a kid to see if you can make the kid strong enough to fight me. Well, Baki's had various adventures. He's the champion of the underground fighting arena. And, instead of underground blood sports, they kind of got bored with that. So last season, they had, death row inmates, the deadliest death row inmates, to come and fight the best martial artists in Japan. And they decided, you know what? Let's get a caveman from 200 million years ago, awakened from the ice. Now, I know what you're saying, Ayrton, but there weren't people 200 million years ago, Larry. And
Captain Caveman?
no, there wasn't even Captain Caveman 200 million years ago. And don't ask questions. It's just a giant, big muscle guy with sharp claws and fangs. Just enjoy it. It's awesome.
I'm pretty sure the oldest modern human remains we found are like 300,000 years old.
Yeah. So when it comes to Grappler Baki can be very gritty and realistic about its martial arts.
Wait. No, you are not saying that. Where his techniques are bite, leaning forward, and slap. Those are his fighting techniques.
Those are some of his fighting techniques. There is actually a Japanese.
The most important one, bitch slap.
It just says slap.
And the Davy Boy Smith chin lock.
But as I was about to say, is when it comes to Grappler Baki, things can be super duper realistic about martial arts, and then there's a caveman in the ice, and all of the martial artists go to fight Pickle, And that's the name he was given by one of the scientists, and he just stuck with it. Because Pickle doesn't understand words. What he does understand is the universal language of violence.
I thought math was the universal language.
Well, it was when they invented math, but he's from before that. So the universal language before math was violence.
Oh, okay.
And
So-
Pickle, after defeating the fighters, eats parts off their body.
As one does.
To absorb
Well,
their greatness.
Yeah.
Keep it with him forever. And Pickle
At least
continues
till
to
he
do that
shits the next day.
until Baki teaches Pickle that it doesn't matter how strong you are or how physically gifted you are, if you're not skilled enough, you're going to get pwned. And Baki, in true professional wrestling fashion, put his opponent over, and his opponent put him over, and people were debating who actually won the fight.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Grappler Baki has extremely stylized art. Everybody has super unrealistic muscles. And we didn't even get the most unrealistic muscle guy there, Biscuit Oliver, who, when he was in prison doing his weight training, he'd weight train by pulling down helicopters with his teeth. Which, in the universe of Baki the Grappler, is super realistic. So, Church, do you want to talk about the terrible thing you've read now that I've given the people something good?
Well, actually, I've got something that I can tie into Grapple Baki. See, there's a wrestling RPG coming out on Steam tomorrow.
Hold up. Tell me more about this.
It is a 16-bit wrestling RPG trying to pull Steam up now, but it's being a pain in the ass. Let's see here. I saw it on Twitter and I just didn't bookmark it.
So Einbrecht says, "Welcome to Baki, Ayrton. Don't question it. Just enjoy the retarded anime physics."
Exactly. That is correct.
Oh, speaking of anime physics, I forgot to pull up that video to play. Hold on. Give me a second. I'll have to hunt it down.
It's called Wrestle Quest. The description is a tag team with Destiny, pro wrestling and RPG fantasy collide in an ultimate pixel-powered adventure. Macho Man Randy Savage and tons of other icons offer guidance as you powerbomb your way to glory beyond the ring. This hero's journey ain't just an epic quest, it's a wrestle quest. Oh, and it now is going to release on the 8th, not the 7th. So you get the cover shows the Legion of Doom, Sergeant Slaughter, Randy Savage, Andre the Giant, the Ultimate Warrior, it looks like. It's a small image. Jake the Snake Roberts, Jeff Jarrett.
I mean, Slapnuts is it's always a good time.
Oh, yeah. So I can assume that we will not be seeing Hulk Hogan in this.
I mean, it depends. Is this the sort of game that makes unusual comments about black people?
We might see Hulk Hogan in this.
Okay, so our good friend Poe posted this video, and this bitch totally has anime physics on her titties.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we've seen
This one.
We've all seen
And
this.
Yes,
And
we have.
apparently,
But
apparently
that's
that's
anime
her whole.
physics.
Yeah, but apparently that's her whole TikTok.
Yeah, she was the one that posted
it's all-
It is
the
not her
video
whole
where it said,
OnlyFans, so.
Right, not on her whole OnlyFans, but apparently on her TikTok, it is all boob-related content.
Well, I mean, when you have tits like that, what other kind of content are you going to make? No one cares what you're actually saying.
I mean, she's got a nice voice.
I mean, she does for a Brit.
She has a voice. Noise comes out of that.
Drenched.
You kind of killed it for me with that, Larry.
If I've ever been this wet. Oh my god, oh my god. I have literally been outside.
Okay, that's enough of listening to British. Let so anime physics. I'm just going to let this keep playing while you guys finish talking about it.
So, Church, what? Let's talk about that terrible Nicolas Cage comic book.
Should the titties stay up, or
I read Voodoo Child.
Yeah. We were all supposed to read it, but a series of terrible mistakes happened. My
fair,
reader didn't work,
and
Ayrton
I got
didn't remember.
Well, I got
and Rune is currently not here.
No, Larry, I got confused and I learned the Jimi Hendrix song. That's what I thought we were doing.
You learned Voodoo Chili?
Yeah, you know, I told you I got confused. Oh, fuck.
So Voodoo Child. It's the Jimi Hendrix song comic.
I'm pulling it up.
All right. Voodoo Child is a comic book limited series published by Virgin Comics, created by Nicolas Cage and his son Weston Coppola Cage. The series is written by Mike Carey with art by Dean Hierapit. The cover of the premiere issue was created by Ben Templesmith. Now, I will say the art in this book was the best thing about it. I know I say that a lot, but I'm coming to find in my old age that a lot of writing for comics is just trash. Wikipedia says that the synopsis is as followed. The story revolves around the post-Katrina settings of New Orleans and features voodoo mythology. The son of a Unionist sympathizer is resurrected at his dying breath by the power of a voodoo priest in the 1800s. In 2005 New Orleans, Detective Robert Julian tries to solve the mystery of why several young women have disappeared. So that is not even half of it. They did get the first part right. A voodoo priest did save a young mixed child from dying. He is the son of a plantation owner and a freed slave. And because he was saved from the brink of death.
Are they standing up next to a mountain?
No. Because he was saved from the brink
I
of
might
death.
be showing the wrong thing. Hold on.
You are, but you're showing something good. As opposed to what Church is talking about.
I hate you so much, Eric. But basically,
this cover looks cool. I'll show that.
The cover looks good. So basically, the child is the child of a plantation owner and a freed slave. And there's a point in like book 4 where there's a flashback that he gets made fun of for being yellow as mud or sick dog shit. That's an actual quote from the book by other black kids, because apparently even during slavery times, black people hated mulattoes. And we had to designate some book space for this. He can't touch bare earth for whatever reason, because he will be sucked down to voodoo hell and his soul will be rendered by the voodoo devil.
So is that realistic to you, Ayrton, as a blues man? Does that line up with what you've been told?
Well, so so voodoo is different from hoodoo. Voodoo is much more
Mhm.
jazz oriented down in the Creole area. Hoodoo's much more in like the deep south, kind of in blues culture and stuff like that. There's differences between the two. But
But isn't the devil basically the same?
yeah, it's close. The devil in kind of like hoodoo, like deep south mythology is kind of like a djinn, where like
Mhm.
you get what you want, but it's twisted, so it
Yeah,
actually
it's
ends
monkey
up real
paws.
yeah, like a monkey paw. It definitely just turns out shitty. So that's more so how it is.
But they do hit on the nail that there is a detective going on his investigation, trying to figure out why there's a gang war going on that seems to be based around the ancestor of the guy that killed the main character Gabriel's father back in the 1800s.
That's a weirdly specific type of gang war.
But here's the plot twist: it's all a red herring. The ancestor
What?
isn't the actual bad guy. The actual bad guy is
No,
the person that woke up the child and made him a voodoo like pawn.
What? No.
There's some pretty epic fight scenes. The art, like I said, is pretty good. It's very dark, so sometimes it's hard to see what's going on, but it is the highlight of the book. If it had been written strictly as a police procedural, I think it might have been a little bit better. But like I said before the show, it's like they tried to take some of the shit that happened in the first 20 issues of Spawn and shove it into a 6-issue miniseries and make it make sense. So I can believe Nick Cage had a hand in producing this.
Listen,
I mean,
listen.
you're selling this to me. I want to go read it now.
I'm sure you
I think I'll like
love it. You love shit comic books.
I love shitty media.
Like, the
in
trashier the
general.
writing, the
Like-
more you seem to enjoy it. I don't
Like
understand
Nick
what's wrong with it.
Cage is talking to his accountant and said, "Hey, listen, what this comic book guy is telling me is like my ideas for writing are worse than Spawn. Should I just publish it anyway?" And his accountant says, "Nick, this is actually less expensive than you buying a Tyrannosaurus head, so I'm okay with it."
Dude, I would
Oh,
so
thanks for
buy a
reminding
Tyrannosaurus head.
me. Go ahead and put the purchase order through on that T-Rex.
No,
But
this
no,
actually
it's
this
not.
actually sounds wonderfully stupid.
It's not the worst thing I've ever read, but it's not good. It's entirely too. They try and put too much in 144 pages, and it just doesn't work.
So
I
it's
think
too
with a little bit of refining.
compacted.
Well, I think with a little bit of refining and maybe sticking to a singular plot thread as opposed to trying to traverse 5 different plots within the same comic book.
I don't know. This artwork looks like incredible.
The artwork's really good. Like I said, it's a little muddy at times because they're playing with a lot of shadows. The kids' powers come from the shadows because of voodoo. Because that's how white people understand voodoo magic to work.
Yeah. Well, I would say that's
but
how Yankees understand voodoo
the
powers to work.
the main problem that I had with it, like I say, is that it's trying to do too much without a whole lot of payoff. So you get some really interesting ideas that are just immediately resolved as opposed to being drawn out to their full potential or explained in any kind of meaningful way.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Like I
That
said,
would be annoying, but
you can enjoy it, but it's a little too cluttered for me. All in all, like I said, it's not the worst thing I've read. It's definitely better than Skate Man.
nothing is better than Skate Man. How dare you?
Point made.
I don't know. There's a lot of cool artwork though.
Yeah, Now, there are worse ways to spend an hour and a half, but there's a lot better ways to spend it as well. I've been listening to Mr. Creepypasta on YouTube, and Tales from the Gas Station is a much better narrative, which means the bar is really low on this book. If YouTube Creepypasta can outright you, then you're a little fucked there.
I don't know.
With that said, I think it might be interesting if we take a look at what else Mike Carey has written.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I'm still scrolling through all this artwork, and it's pretty cool.
Have you got it up on screen? No.
I've had it up on screen this whole time, but neither of you are looking at the screen, so
I see what you're putting up there, and I hate you so much. He apparently did work on The Sandman in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Which is probably why Nick Cage hired him.
He worked with Ken Meyer Jr. on Toxic 30 and 31.
Oh.
Negative Burn, Suicide Kings. He worked for Pulp Sci-Fi on 2000 AD. Worked on Lucifer.
That's another thing that Cage would have heard of him from.
Hellblazer, Batman.
Okay, now we're really getting into the Nick Cage comic books.
Neil Gaiman's Neverwhere 1 through 9. Why would a writer have another writer write his books?
You could have a co-writer.
Yeah.
Faker 1 through 6. He worked on Ultimate Marvel, Ultimate Electra, Ultimate Fantastic Four, Ultimate Vision. Fantastic Four, the movie with Dan Jurgens, one shot.
I don't remember Ultimate Fantastic Four being good.
I mean, I don't remember any of the Ultimate comics being good.
That's fair. There were a couple storylines from X-Men that I remember not being bad.
I only remember the storyline where Captain America became president of America, and he decided to solve all of America's problems by punching them in the face, and it worked.
That was Earth X, wasn't it? No, Earth X was when Red Skull became president.
That was in the Ultimates.
No, there's the one with Wolverine, Spider-Man, and Daredevil having to hunt down like a rogue section of of Weapon X. I remember that being pretty fun.
He is a terrible writer, guys. He wrote the first volume of Love is Love, for Orlando. Oh, and he's a poetry writer too.
Oh God,
fantastic. Yeah.
Well, that just ruined it for me.
Yeah, he's an English person.
So I reached out to him and he sent us this official statement back about his writing.
I'm kind of retarded.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So yeah, at least he's open and honest about it, right?
Yeah. Solomon Kane collection. Just don't get it on Audible, Einbrecht. The narrator's trash. Okay. Motherfuckers watching the show over on Rumble can't like it. I don't understand.
Yeah, what the fuck? Einbrecht, you asshole.
Well, I mean, Rumble is losing favor with people as a platform. Things aren't working out real well. I saw Clownfish remove their...
The UI isn't getting better like they said it was going to be.
Yeah. But I think we should maybe jump to something video game related. What do you guys think?
Like WrestleQuest?
Or like
Something else video game related.
GoldenEye 64. That's the last video game I played.
Oh, no, like just click that link I have there.
Oh.
And pull that up for the people.
Hold on, I have to scroll back down. Oh, what now?
So a Kazakhstan.
Thank God! I thought it was going to be Baldur's Gate for a second.
No. I can't bring up Baldur's Gate without Rune here. I need him to make noise.
Fair.
So a company from Kazakhstan made a video game called Coonwood. Coonwood is a multiplayer horror game. One player takes on the role of the alien who crashed in an unknown planet. The other players, 2 to 4, play raccoons. But in the place where they are located, anomalies occur. The characters begin to process different abilities in Coonwood. Now, needless to say, this being posted online led to the usual suspects on Twitter having a problem.
Why?
You don't know what coon is slur for, Ayrton?
Is it the word wood?
No.
What they have a problem with?
It's a coon because of what coon is used for as a slur.
You mean like the hats? That is pretty cruel.
No, not the hats. Coon is a word for black people.
Well, those don't even sound the same.
I would never assume that, Larry. That seemed pretty racist of you.
Yeah.
I mean, no, that has been a racist expression for a long time. Not only has it been racist, Eric Cartman said that his character of the Coon was called the Coon, so he could get away with using a racist slur in public.
It's smart marketing.
But why wouldn't he just name himself after that one dude's cat?
I see what you did there.
The tentacle guy?
Yeah, the tentacle guy. That one guy.
And various people have been squealing about it, and men of culture and distinction on Twitter have been saying to them, so what you're saying is you, as an American, get your right to impose your culture on someone in a developing country who English was maybe their third language, possibly their fourth, and the expectation that they need to have a deep and nuanced understanding of American culture with their small indie game company that was probably never going to make any money off of Coonwood when it was just going to be an indie game.
If they did come out and say that it had that implication, they'd probably make a lot of money off of it.
Why is that? I don't get it.
I mean, you don't get it, but your kids will. See, this is okay, church. This is why I say, listen, you shouldn't be so upset whenever I no-sell a joke. You can no-sell a joke, and I'm fine. So, are you getting Coonwood, or is Coonwood pulled off of the Steam store? Is that why you brought that up there, church?
Sorry, I have 2 daughters, and they don't ever go to bed, even 2 hours after bedtime.
Oh, okay. That's what happened. I was trying to set you up to say how much you hate me, and it.
Oh, I do. I do.
But unfortunately, church can't hate you in Minecraft anymore.
I brought this up because this is WrestleQuest, and I love.
Is it anything like Depression Quest?
No, this is actually a good video game.
Maybe not out yet, but there's Jake the Snake.
We'll see.
So you can go from heel to face apparently. So that's good.
Oh,
There's
nice.
apparently an item and gear store. There's RPG element and apparently wrestling.
How do you become top of the sector in the game is the real question.
Let's see here. Is there any way to full screen this? Can you hear that?
No.
No. Are you sharing your audio?
I don't know. Let me see. I don't know that you can with app window sharing.
You should be able to if you're sharing it like as a window.
No, I'd have to share my entire screen.
Oh.
It's okay, I can do that. It'll lag probably a little bit, but let's see here.
Once they're on your side, those legends become extreme.
They got the Legion of Doom in there.
Yep. Ultimate Warrior.
Every wrestling legend follows their own path to fame and glory, but you won't be crowned wrestling royalty without harnessing the power of the masters to ignite your quest. Your rise to stardom begins at the feet of
That's the chairman of WCW.
The only way to earn a legend's respect is
has the chairman.
Training with the best is never easy, but where those...
What'd you say?
They had the chairman in there?
You didn't know the chairman of WCW was a luchador?
No, I know who the chairman is. I'm a man of classic culture. I didn't see him in the little sprites there. It's awesome.
Oh no, he's the skull guy. Let me back it up a little bit for you.
Bruises with pride. Rise to stardom begins at the feet of giants. And the only way to earn a legend's respect is victory. Training with the best is never easy, but wear those bruises with pride. You're going to need all the help you can get to unlock your potential and win the support of legendary wrestling icons. Once they're on your side, those legends become extremely powerful allies. Enlist their help as managers to energize your team.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Wield their awesome power.
So this is definitely a licensed game.
In your favor and unleash your own brand of mayhem.
I don't know.
Get ready.
The developer is Mega
your
Cat
legendary
Studio
journey
and Skybound Games.
It's time for WrestleQuest.
And I haven't seen a single WWE logo anywhere.
The road to wrestling immortality is paved with slamtastic strikes, high-flying gimmicks, and devastating tag team combos. If you want to walk in the footsteps of legends, you'll need to master the art of WrestleQuest combat. Use your strikes and powerful items to soften up your opponents, then build your hype meter to unleash signature gimmicks. Or take them down with tag team combos that change with your party. Once they're kissing canvas, it's time to go for the pin. Put your foes away with a successful 1, 2, 3 count. But don't miss. Your opponent can kick out, recovering HP and costing you precious hype. It all comes together in the boss battles. Cut promos and customize your walk-on to build incredible hype. You'll need it. Some of the biggest names in wrestling await to test your might and your strategies. Hone your skills, gather your party, and prepare for WrestleQuest!
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Now, I do want to say that we've often talked about doing things in Minecraft, but we're not allowed anymore. I think we need to talk about that.
All right, let me get over. Let me find that.
It's the last link I got there. I moved it there for you.
Oh, you were so kind.
In other words, in other news, Minecraft has gone full 1984 with in-user license agreement changes and have made every single Minecraft server commercial. Minecraft Java servers now have insane restrictions, among other things. Servers with player queues such as 2B2T are now banned. any server piece or online
What is that?
content.
What
such as
is
video.
what is 2B 2T stand for? Like that sounds like a Star Wars droid to me.
2 builders, 2 tools. And it's a server that has no rules. You can do whatever you want.
What?
It's a server that has no rules. You can just do whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Any server piece or online content, such as video or others, may be taken down due to any reason whatsoever. Using Minecraft in the title. That's a significant part of the creative work, such as a YouTube video, serves with any content not suitable for 10-year-olds are now prohibited. Hey, should 10-year-olds be playing video games that are online? No.
Also, Coon World is still available on Steam for 79 cents.
They also proceed to state that they're now allowed to change the guidelines, and it's your responsibility to check with them, which is illegal in the European Union, where many Minecraft servers are. All servers need to add a not official Minecraft product and terms of service clause upon joining for the first time. In-person Minecraft events cannot be marketed using Minecraft assets such as logos or fonts. Fictional story writers are not allowed to include Minecraft brands or assets, fonts, or images. In-person Minecraft events like LAN parties are no longer allowed to engage in sponsorship if said event is to make money. This is all, of course, subject to change, as Mojang puts it, which really means how much criticism will receive for these decisions, and judging by the close to zero coverage on the subject, that's how they're going to stay. Now, of course, there is a community note on this on Twitter. Most, if not all, of the ops claims are misinterpretations. For example, player queues aren't even mentioned in the source of ops included, and in-person events can make money if they submit a partnership proposal to Mojang. I'm going to say that this note is not helpful. So let's see, opinion or speculation. Argumentative, biased language. Note not needed. Sources not included or unreliable. Incorrect information. I'm going to submit that.
Oh, you're reporting the community notes?
That's right. I'm reporting the community note as not helpful. So what do you think about our inability to do things in Minecraft anymore?
Oh, I'm going to report this as not helpful. Live on stream. Let's see. Which one
and
should I pick?
I encourage
Mrs.
everybody.
That's what I'm doing. Ooh, argumentative or biased language. That's what I'm doing.
I encourage everybody who watches this video to report that community note.
Sign up. Should I sign up to be a community note contributor?
You should, if they let you.
they
Do it.
Take one look at my page and say, "Oh, all right,
do it."
Do it. Let's see. Yada yada yada. Okay, join community notes. Verify no, okay. I don't agree to do either.
We have to do both.
Fuck. All right. Good faith. Well, I mean, I think mischief is. Oh, damn it! There's another one. Be helpful even to those who disagree. I think mockery and shame is helpful. So yeah,
I agree.
Okay, let's see. Pick languages that you speak. What languages should I speak? English. Let's see. Should I pick Basque? That'd be funny. What is this? Esperanto? Is that like super Spanish? What the hell is Esperanto?
No. Esperanto is a fictional language that was designed to become the universal language for all peoples.
Okay, so super Spanish. All right, I'll click that. Georgian? Yeah, I'm from Georgia. I was born in Atlanta. I can speak.
No,
Georgian.
that's not the Georgia they're talking about.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't speak Asian. What the fuck is that? That looks like a roller coaster. Like I'm pretty
it's
sure
a language from Malaysia.
I'm pretty sure I've seen I've seen this ride at Cedar Point back in Ohio. Well, Polish. I used to know some Polish, but I don't remember any. Russian, no. I wish. Let's see what else we got here. Anything else fun? Thai. No, nobody speaks Welsh. Come on, that I need to put a community note on that. People don't speak Welsh; they vomit and hack up Welsh. Like, come on now. Okay,
And stop.
Let's see what happens. All right, I should probably stop sharing my screen before something horrible loads on that.
So, Church, what do you think about not being able to do things in Minecraft anymore?
Well, I really don't give a shit because I'm still gonna say in Minecraft whenever the fuck I feel like it.
I mean, I really think Microsoft needs to have a care for all the FBI people who are monitoring us about all the things we want to do in Minecraft.
I don't want to do anything in Minecraft. I'd rather do it in what's the Mario game I'm thinking of with where you had like the picture, like you could take the pictures and shit and like print them off on your Game Boy. What was that called?
Mario Picture, I think.
Was it just Mario Picture? No, there was. Fuck. All right, hold on. You remember the Game Boy printer, right? Or
I do.
It was. What was the? Okay, come on.
I also am not able to. They have locked down ChatGPT pretty hard.
you haven't been able to break it.
It's because they want you to go to 4. They want you to go to 4 and pay $20 a month.
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to break 3.5.
Well, I mean, they broke 3.5 before they started with 4.
No, I understand that. What I'm getting at is that's where I'm at. Anyway,
so
all I'm seeing is Super Mario Brothers Deluxe, but I thought it was called like Mario Drawing or something like that. What the fuck was that? Cannot find it. I see the pictures that love people printing shit out with the Game Boy printer. Okay, somebody out there, like I know there's some people listening. What the fuck game am I thinking of?
Now I got some actual serious, like positive news that might help bring an end to the culture war.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Check out this comment from Big Papa Elon Musk.
Is there a meteor about to hit like tomorrow?
No.
Oh.
It is actually something positive. So Elon Musk posted, if you are unfairly treated by your employer due to posting or liking something on this platform, we will fund your legal bill. No limit. Let us know.
I saw that, and Gina Carano responded to it.
Also, a video game designer got fired for liking a Babylon Bee tweet.
Is she the one that's working with Ripa now, or is that it?
I believe so.
Okay.
A person who worked for President Trump got fired for tweeting about the fact that Trump fired her because she got pregnant.
Hold on, run that by me again.
She got fired because she got pregnant.
By President Trump?
Did it?
Well, Trump has a crony to fire her because, you know, he didn't do it himself.
No. Okay. Just because I need to play devil's advocate, when she was hired, did she say she was not planning on having children in the next, like, whatever year or something?
Well, I mean, she was
or
married.
did it say, or is there something in her job where she couldn't be pregnant due to risks in the job or something like that?
The correct
I don't know the
answer to those
details of it, but
questions
like,
no.
is there a reason?
No and no.
Okay.
She was also married.
I was legitimately curious.
And her husband had previously worked for the Trump administration, and people were there when she got married. So, I mean, newlywed woman, having a husband, there are certain things that just naturally occur from there. One of those is having children, as Church knows all too well.
Well, he did it the other way around.
Well, I mean, for the first one.
Is he still trying to break GPT? I thought that was going to get him to call me an asshole or something.
He probably is trying to break ChatGPT because he wants to make a top of the sector comic book.
And so if he can break it, we'll have the AI write story outline and then the dialogue and then do all the art, and then we'll sell it for like $86.
Yeah, I absolutely couldn't be that my children still won't go to bed.
Well, that's funny because we were talking about your reproductive lifestyle choices while you were dealing with the consequences of your reproductive lifestyle choices. So something interesting did happen. A Japanese company told the people who were censoring their content, we're just going to get rid of your gay characters.
Well, is it because their characters are also fake?
No. Well, I mean, yes, they're fake, but their characters were not gay.
So, they're not fake? Damn it, Larry.
Well, they are fake, but they're not gay.
I was gonna do a segue. You ruined the whole thing.
Mobile Suit Gundam, The Witch from Mercury.
The Vern's still not here, isn't it?
Yeah,
no, he's
not responded to attempts to summon him. Which is why there's a lot of rune-sensitive content.
He saw when I sent the link.
Yeah. Mobile Suit Gundam, which from Mercury rights holder Bandai Namco Filmworks, is now under scrutiny for possibly erasing queer representation in the popular anime. It's actually not that popular, but we're going to go on. The Witch from Mercury is a mecha anime that follows a Gunpla pilot named Celeste Mercury, who attends an ultra-elite military school for mecha pilots and mechanics.
Gunpla.
What the hell is a Gunpla? What?
That's what the Japanese call Gundams.
Oh, okay.
In the early episodes of the show, she defeats one of her classmates in a fight and wins the hand of a girl named Miori Rembrandt in marriage. The show follows the two as Suletta fights to keep Miyamori's hand in marriage and navigate the internal politics of the school.
You're half right about that, Larry. Gunpla is the portmanteau of Gundam and plastic model.
Yeah. Since its release in 2022, fans have heralded The Witch from Mercury as a touchstone in LGBTQ plus anime. The anime's popularity led to widespread acclaim and has broken records for a Gundam franchise. Go to press X to down on that. To many fans, the show clearly depicted a sapphic love story But a new statement from the showrunners has called the queer representation in question. According to a statement from Bandai Namco Filmworks, the relationship shared between Suletta and Miyamori is an interpretation of the perspective of the individual viewer. According to Holy Mother of Yuri, now fans are calling bullshit online. The scrutiny started in September of 2023 issue of Gundam Ace, published an interview with the Japanese voice actor for Suletta and Miyori, Kanya Ichinoshi, and Lin, who just goes publicly by Lin. In the original print version of the interview, Ichinoshi mentioned that Suletta and Miyori are married when discussing an epilogue scene shared between the two. However, as a Gundam fan translator pointed out, the quote was edited to remove mention of the marriage in the digital version of the article. The change was confirmed by Bandai Namco Filmworks when the studio issued an apology for the interview. According to the translation of the Bandai Namco Filmworks statement from Holy Mother of Yuri, a site dedicated to the study of girls' love of manga, Bandai Namco Filmworks attributed the discrepancy to editor speculation. In the article, there was a statement based on speculation of the Gundam Ace editor, and despite requesting revisions during proofreading, the corrections to the passage were not reflected in the January 26th release. The statement shocked fans as it appeared to walk back what fans see as clear romance between two girls. Girls love manga and anime don't always depict explicitly romantic relationships between women and girls. No, it's been done a bunch of times in anime and manga. You weirdos. It's been done since the 70s and 80s. And certain stories can't just be about two women or girls who are close friends. However, the storyline of Witch from Mercury appears to explicitly depict a love story shared between two female characters. Miyori calls Suletta her fiancé, and the two remain engaged for several episodes. They wear matching wedding bands on their left ring fingers in a time skip. And Suletta's sister calls Miyori her sister-in-law. Polygon reached out to Bandai Namco and the show's distributor Crunchyroll for comment. Did not hear back from Bandai Namco, and Crunchyroll said a representative would circle back. Someone from the company would be available to comment. As a viewer, the statement elicits mixed emotional reactions from me. I don't care what you think. So what do you think about the Japanese being tired of all of these gay folk who are trying to make anime gay?
To gayify anime more than it is?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Japan has been kind of based lately, right?
They have been getting tired of this nonsense being done to them and their culture.
Yeah, like the the president before he got JFK'd,
telling kids they need to have sex.
Yeah, go out, touch grass, touch a boob. Put your penis inside something, wash your balls.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty based. I mean, they did, as I say, Abe Lincoln him, which is ironic.
Well, Japan's actually, aren't they facing a crisis of
reproduction? Yes.
Yeah.
They're having a population decline, and they're now passing legislation to throw immigrants out.
Yeah, they don't want to let immigrants
including immigrants who are born in Japan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they don't want to let immigrants in. Fuck those guys. But the thing is, like, without that, they're just going to die off.
Mm-hmm. Now, on the flip side to the Japanese people in Gundam being based and upholding their artistic quality, we have an opposing viewpoint from Poland. When a series is made for huge amounts of viewers, and a large part of them are Americans, these simplifications are necessary. The logic of the plot is less significant.
Oh,
these
we're going to talk about this guy.
TikTok, they jump from video to video. So one of the show producers for The Witcher, who was a Polish producer, said Americans are too stupid to understand a story about a guy who hunts monsters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we don't have 1,000 iterations of Van Helsing already.
Mm-hmm. And also, these are traditional Polish monsters, which you can explain because you got a monster hunter Yes.
No,
George
I
had
love
back
this
to respond there.
The traditional Polish
That's
monsters. Do you mean their mother-in-laws?
yeah, pretty much.
Oof. And he's taken a lot of L's on Twitter, and he said, "Well, the translator got it wrong. The translator didn't really understand what I was saying."
But it proves my point because they didn't get it right in the translation, I think is what he said, right? Essentially.
But he was talking about the translator saying Americans are stupid. That wasn't what he intended to say.
Yeah, but that's what he said.
I don't believe that, though.
I don't believe you.
That's a good. So, what do you guys think about this new trend of it's the fans' fault something failed?
It's not a new trend.
Well, okay,
Yeah,
they're doubling down on it. How's that?
Well, no, we're getting to the end point of that trend, because that trend used to be something they could milk for a while. Now they're going to it like within a day or two.
Okay, yeah, fair. But I mean, it's not incorrect. It is our fault something fails because we're not going to see it because it's shitty.
So let me take you behind the veil of secrets in Hollywood. So Ayrton, let's say that the three of us became writers on a TV show.
Hold on, I have to change the ticker on the bottom. Give me a sec. Okay.
So let's say the three of us were writers on a television show, right? And there were some people who said some dumb things, like about Hawkman, for example. Let's say somebody said something really stupid about Hawkman in church, violently jumped across the table.
Hawkman isn't the best character ever.
That's an oxymoron, Larry. Everything you can say about Hawkman is going to be stupid because Hawkman's a stupid fucking character.
No, Hawkman's great.
What's a better character for me to imagine you jumping across the table to strangle somebody? So, Church, what's a better character for me to use in this example? Who?
Well, we could actually use a real life explanation right now, and we could talk about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, April O'Neil and Splinter.
Yeah. So, like, we could all be writing for Seth Rogen. And Seth Rogen said, "Listen, I want to make everything really ugly and disgusting looking."
Dude, I would rather get back together with my ex-wife than write for Seth Rogen.
But if we were to say that sort of thing to Seth Rogen, that this looks ugly and not as many people are going to watch it, we wouldn't work for Seth Rogen anymore. And any of Seth Rogen's friends would not hire us. And anybody who's worked for Seth Rogen or his friends would not hire us. Do you see the problem?
Yeah.
Yes.
You can't say, well, it's not just Seth Rogen. I could say Will Smith and it would be the same problem. So you can't say that somebody's work is bad. Because number one, they'll just not hire you anymore. Number two, they take it personally because they put a lot of their heart and soul into the work. But more importantly, who do you think hired these people? Powerful executives. And if Ayrton, you were to tell them that, listen, man, Ezra Miller is a problem. You probably shouldn't have him starring your Flash movie. Somebody made that decision in the executive offices at Warner Discovery.
I wouldn't trust Ezra Miller to pour me a cup of just straight black coffee.
Mm-hmm. So, not only is calling it out bad because other creatives
would be black coffee.
Yeah. So not only is it bad,
there would end up being creamer in it, and not a kind of creamer you want to be drinking at 7:30 in the morning.
Exactly. So not only is it bad to call it your fellow creatives, and that can deny you work, calling out executives is worse. because all the executives will decide to punish you. Because if
sorry, like this is such an odd trend to me, right?
Mhm.
And I'm saying trend because I can't think of a better word at the moment. Since when are creative people not allowed to call out other creative people and give like suggestions on where they can improve, or being like, hey mate, that kind of sucks.
That has been deemed unprofessional conduct for at least 30 years in the industry.
Is this more because in the music industry we'll flat out tell people like, I don't know if that works, let's try this instead.
Well, no.
And
that is closer to professional behavior. We're not talking about that. We're talking about people saying, listen, what Henry Cavill is saying is right. If there's a person out there who's a fan of The Witcher, they're going to want every single thing he says in this show. Now, we could doctor these things up so that they don't, scare off, marginal fans. But if you want to get all the people who love The Witcher, the books and the games, you really need to focus on Henry Cavill's vision here.
No, but
saying something like that would get you fired.
Right. And is that more a thing like in visual media? Because it hasn't been as big of a problem in, at least to me, in music creative spheres. Like you can tell somebody something sucks and they're like
up
yeah,
to a certain point. Does. And then you can say that to someone like Lizzo and they'll say, listen, you're too fat. You're only allowed to drink water for the rest of the tour. And I'm not giving you the water.
I'm talking about the actual art specifically. Like if a buddy, I've done that. Like I was in the studio doing some work for a buddy of mine, and he showed me one of the tracks, and he was like, I don't know, I like it. I was like, I don't know, the guitar part you have on there is kind of weird. Like I think something like this would sound better. And I played something.
But again, that is a constructive way to say it, which would work in the industry right now. But the problem is all these constructive things are set up in such a way that if you say, hey, listen, maybe Lois Lane shouldn't be crazy and mad at Superman for, protecting a secret identity, a guy she only knew for like 2 weeks, they would call you racist.
Oh,
and
are we talking about Invincible in the guise of talking about Superman right now?
Well, no. They're actually based this Superman off of anime. So it's not even Invincible. But they picked a character who is similar to...
That happened in Invincible?
It did, except that character in Invincible was more reasonable. The character in Invincible didn't use emotional blackmail by trying to kill herself. She just said, listen, I knew you were invincible the whole time, and I'm mad you didn't tell me.
Dumb.
But so I'm still trying to figure out why is it in like writer realms that you can't give constructive criticism?
It's not just writers anymore. And what I said is that you can't give constructive criticism, but there is a line. There is a line where that's true. But there is a line where constructive criticism can't go past, and sometimes you just got to rip a Band-Aid off a problem, as you well know, Ayrton.
Yeah.
You got to rip that Band-Aid, say, go, dog, that ain't even half good. What are you doing?
Right. Like, that's how you do it.
Or like, you do it like Gordon Ramsay.
I mean, I will say there is context. Like, if it's just some random person...
Right between their head and call them an idiot sandwich?
Right.
Yes.
Right. I mean, if it's if it's another cat that I've never played with before, and like this is the first time we've ever done anything musically together, I'm not just gonna be like, no, you should do something else. Like I'll kind of, you kind of have to like feel them out and see how they respond to things, right? But like if it's one of my buddies that I played on and off with for 17 years probably at this point, I'll be like, that sucked. Do this, try this instead, and let's see if this sounds any better. Right? I mean, there is context to how you phrase it, but you're still saying the same thing.
Right.
Like when you boil it down, right?
That
So
is
like
correct.
our writers just, because I thought musicians were way more egotistical. Are writers really this egotistical? And
well, no, we're talking
self-aggrandizing?
fragile. We're talking fragile,
Okay.
and they're fragile because they come out of a cultural space where they're emotionally validated all the time.
That what's that like?
And anything that doesn't emotionally validate them is hate speech.
Wait, writers are emotionally validated on their art?
Yeah,
No.
because they want to hire lots of women who need to be emotionally validated all of the time.
So they can assault them?
Lots of minorities who need to be validated all of the time. Lots of homosexual people who need to be validated all the time.
So this article that Rune sent, let me get this pulled up. So you're saying this is your general, like, average writer's room? Is this?
No, that's a Florida man.
Florida man? I'm in North Carolina.
No, I mean the man who did this was in Florida.
No, I'm in North Carolina.
But that's Ayrton's picture. That's what he really looks like.
So, you want to talk about the Nick?
You met him, Larry. You know.
I do know what Ayrton's like in person.
I'm much more quiet, aren't I?
Yes, you are. So, do we want to talk about the Nick Fuentes drama?
How he went on that podcast and got absolutely obliterated and called out for having a micro dick.
What?
Yeah.
Well, you guys do.
We have video footage of
speaking of micro penises.
So, do you know the context of this podcast that actually let Nick Fuentes on?
I've heard a couple of contradicting statements. One was that they had agreed to basically softball him.
And I mean, isn't that what the guy who's talking to him in this clip does? Is softball him?
Let's hear the clip, and I'll tell you.
And YouTube might have some problems with this clip.
Where is that the clip you just posted?
It's the last one.
Ayrton, are you pulling that up, or are you even there?
Ayrton's peeing. He's peeing right now.
All right. Let's see here. I'll do some work. Actually, physically working, but you know. Make sure tab audio. There we go.
Nick, I just want to know respectfully, and I ask this respectfully. Do you find it difficult to find a wife that would be okay with you having a micro penis?
Okay.
Bro,
Come on, Nima. You're making me look better the way you do that.
No, I mean, if I was 40 years younger,
are you interested in my penis? You want to go and see it?
Well, I just think if I was 40 years younger and you took 12 inches off my dick, you'd probably try to fuck.
Nima, that's not even a relevant conversation right now. Let's.
Nick, I just want to know respectfully, and I ask this respectfully.
Do you find Church, I like the fact he asked this question respectfully.
Yeah. But,
so what I've been hearing is lots of podcasts that have been having Nick Fuentes on had to sort of curtail their questions.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, as long as you eat them out good beforehand, they don't really care how big it is.
I mean, the man should know.
I mean, I'm just
should.
saying. It's in my experience. That is what I can or attest to. You eat them out good enough beforehand, you're golden. They don't even notice. I mean, have you guys? Okay, so I'm being 100% serious. This is not a shit post. I've done this experiment on a decent handful of women. Have you ever asked a woman to point north?
No.
Okay, just do it. Just ask them to point north. I would say about 70% of them will immediately look north, look every other direction, and then they usually end up pointing like east or west, but very unassured, like uncomfortably, and like they know it's wrong, but they don't actually know which way to point, so they're just picking a direction, and it's usually east or west because they've already turned and looked north, but they're not sure, so they're just pointing left or right. It depends on what hand they are usually. And I swear to God, I've done this test on so many different women, and about 70% of them, unless they're like avid outdoorsy kind of chicks, they're going to do that. They will immediately look north and then point east or west. It is the funniest thing I've ever seen. So if they can't even figure out which way north is, they don't actually know how big your penis is. All they care about is that they get off. So just eat them out good.
This is the litmus test that I use. I carry this image around on my iPad.
I've done this one. I've done this one to a few chicks too.
None of them get it right. Not a single fucking one.
I think I had like one get it right.
Of people that get this wrong.
I think Danielle got it right when I did it to her last time we hung out, and I think one of my sisters did. The other one didn't, but one of them did.
So, Ayrton, would you like to tell the people in our audience about the exciting future of the Church of Failures? We transitioned from a micro-influence podcast to a T-shirt store.
Retribution wears, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, yeah, let me pull the makeshift store back up. Hold on.
We are demanding retribution for people not watching our show.
Right.
So honestly, I just came out of this because I just needed a creative outlet to just make stupid shit, and we've had this design in the works forever, and we thought it was funny. So let me get this pulled up. So this is the flagship Gospel of Comics Church of Failure shirt, which this will be rebranded to Redemption Wears, right?
Yep.
Will you message that to me on Discord so I remember? But
by the way, Rune sent me a message on Discord, said he just got home from getting groceries.
Oh, okay. So we have some time to torment him. So this was our original design. If you know, you know. I'm not going to explain it because I think it's funnier without the explanation. We've had that for a while. And then,
don't you have the clip to play for the people?
Oh, that's right. I do have the clip. Hold on. I have to go back over.
I'm out of here. It's relapse time.
So that's where it comes from. So then, when was that? A couple of weeks ago, I said I'm fake, therefore I'm gay, in response to you reviewing something, Larry. I don't even remember. And then the aliens
movie.
Oh yes, and then the UFO thing happened, and aliens are faking gay. So I had Larry make this alien head in the AI, and I added the text to it. This one you can get in a couple different colors. I don't know if I like the gray. I might take that off. White's not bad. But so I came up with that, and I decided, you know what? Let's make some fucking t-shirts. So we do have the Selfie store, which is Church of Failure at the moment. There's hats, there's socks that are $35 socks with just our show logo on it. The description says if you buy these, you're a moron.
I mean, what we need to also do is get beer koozies that say it's relapse time.
I actually really like the hoodies.
Like,
I think the hoodies look awesome. Personally,
but I mean, Church, am I wrong? A relapse time beer koozie would sell well.
And rocks glass.
Ooh, a rocks glass. I'm not sure about the hats, but I'm just kind of playing around with the website at the moment.
If you want to sell a hat, it needs to be a hat.
In honor of
there are trucker hats. There's also a Gospel of Comics hat. There's you can get a gay alien fanny pack if you would like, because why not? I thought it was funny. And then our newest design that I just made is I Heart Debbie. There's no context.
That is a really deep inside joke.
That's a very deep, but it's not inside because it was all public.
Well, no, weren't you guys just talking about Debbie to yourselves?
No, that's out on Twitter. You can find it. No, it was a meme that Rune responded to. It was a meme Rune responded to, and me and him went back and forth and basically made a better episode of The Office. Just shit posting back and forth for a while. And so I made an I Heart Debbie shirt because, it's funny. And also with this glorious Comic Sans font, because that is the best font.
I hate it so much more because of that.
And then, of course, have to put
as a graphic designer, I hate everything in Comic Sans.
I know, and also Church, as a nod to you, the Gospel of Comics logo is always on the right sleeve.
Good.
And yeah, so this isn't the this isn't the official store. This is just me kind of playing around with designs and seeing what things look like and yada. I wish there wasn't a fat chick on this picture. Like, come on. Like, where's the boob chick from earlier? The anime physics titties. Like, I want her to model this shit. But
well, I mean, she is a TikTok influencer.
Yeah, but I'm not sold on the
you probably can't afford it, Ayrton.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm not sold on the relapse time, the hats, but I made them just for shits and giggles because I was just playing around with it. But the socks, $35 pair of socks with the Gospel of Comics logo on them. Buy them.
Thank God Rune is here. We've had a lot of Rune-specific content, and I was worried we were going to have that content all go to waste.
Well, I just have one quick question. Did you guys see my suggestion for a new T-shirt?
Which one?
I gave it today. We need a white shirt with black text, like broken typeface, or a black shirt with white text, broken typeface, possibly with bullet holes in the wall that says "Furries ruin everything."
I missed that one.
They do.
Well, I'll get that worked up sometime tomorrow.
Also,
Church is like,
I think I may already have that worked up.
Now, since we're talking about things that could be an HR issue, let's talk about crippled angels.
Oh, geez, we're starting off strong.
Well, before we talk about crippled angels, let's talk about chicken.
Yeah, let's talk about the chicken.
Yeah, we need to talk about chicken. Hold on.
Let's warm Rune up with the chicken.
Yeah, let me get that pulled back up. Give me a.
Let's warm Rune up like the chicken.
All right.
This is what I forget for being late because I like to eat food.
Yeah. Although we were going to do this to you if you were on time, it's just going to be worse now.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah, you can go fuck yourself, management.
What Larry may not have told you is that this week, I did 2 good things and 1 bad thing. The 2 good things I did is I had seen commentaries from Chuck Dixon and Mike Barron about comics, so I went back and I read their Punisher runs, which are fucking amazing.
Yeah, that's nice. But here, watch this video.
Yeah, but then I read the most recent Punisher run, and now I want to die inside.
Okay, good. This will make it worse.
Okay. Okay. I mean, stupid, but okay.
Did you read the required reading for the week?
Wait a minute. What about the bones? They're gonna.
No, but did you read the required?
Wait, why do you need Pam? You added butter.
You're not answering my question.
No, Rude is mesmerized by the video.
Okay, but what about the bones?
Wait. Hold on. Did you notice what brand of basil she was using? She was using oregano as her brand of basil.
That's not basil. That's oregano.
No, it's McCormick's oregano brand basil.
But it says oregano on it.
But it's oregano brand basil.
What do you not get?
And it's just putting more butter on everything.
And back in the fridge to save for later.
After rubbing fucking cold chicken all over it?
Yeah, but look, titties.
No, this is chicken room, not salmon.
God damn it!
Well, I mean, chicken have breast.
We add a little bit of basil. 1, 2, 3, 4 chicken legs.
I'm sorry, I gotta play that again. It's just so dumb.
Yeah, she said basil again.
A little bit of basil. I'm trying.
I like that her boobs are in frame and not her face. That makes us a little more bearable.
Well, that's what she's thinking with.
The healthiest kind you can find, I believe they're free range. They're gonna be so yummy
Do you know what free range means in a farm, lady? It means open air box.
Best done. I would think like a good medium. I think medium is probably the way to go with these. And you know what? If you really want to make this healthy, take the skin off. You don't have to have the skin. You can take the skin off, and then you've got a nice lean cut of meat.
That doesn't make it lean.
And I'm hoping to see those beautiful grill marks on our chicken today.
You mean from the waffle iron?
Mm-hmm.
How's that even possible?
This is
waffle
how
iron just apply grill.
I'm grilling it with my.
This is how Kentucky Fried Chicken grilled its chicken, by the way.
Yeah,
is that right?
That's where she learned it.
They had a modified grill with griddle grill with grease that was heated up to apply the grill marks on the chicken.
An effect that she's gonna make with a regular over-the-counter waffle iron and fucking butter.
Yes.
Our back two, they're nice
and basil.
What
Don't forget the basil.
What do you want to bet that the Kentucky Fried Chicken chicken maker is like 3,000 degrees?
Nice and hard, jiggle it.
Yes.
And then we're gonna open it. I think it's time to open it. I'm really excited to see.
Yeah, that's right. Shaking, shaking it hard. We're not quite titillated enough by your chicken.
A memorable.
No, but I am titillated by her tits.
Right
So.
my waffle steak. Is it ready?
I don't know, man.
How did you want your chicken? Do you want your chicken?
I'm trying to decide if she's got that smoker scar on her chest or not.
Medium.
No, just freckles. How dare you? Don't be racist.
Let's take a look. You ready? I'm really anxious.
Tell you, man.
Look, you're the one that was giving women Viagra to see if they had a boner, Ayrton. So don't start with me.
Okay, being single is rough. All right.
I don't know. How do you prefer your chicken?
You get 3 surprise cocks to the face too many. You got to take drastic measures. All right.
It's cellular.
Hold on. It's 3 She's
cocks.
ketchup on the plate.
Fucking
ketchup.
That is
Yes.
ketchup.
Yes.
Not
that
even
is
fucking sriracha, just ketchup.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because she is a classy broad, and she has to plate the food properly.
Oh my gosh! Look at that. We have the beautiful grill marks, just like we wanted.
Not even.
Yeah. What about the fucking raw chicken on the side? You stupid cow!
You don't eat that side,
Jesus
Rune.
Christ!
You just eat you eat the cook's side,
Nick Fury.
and then you cook the rest of it and eat the next side. Come on now.
Now, Rune, we've warmed you up.
Hold on. Did you read Voodoo Child, Rune?
I did not. I didn't even get the message I was supposed
God
to
damn
get.
it!
Voodoo Child.
I fucking hate all of you. I'm leaving.
I didn't. I never got a message about it. I would have done so. What the fuck is Voodoo Child?
Talked about it last show. Just all of us forgot the Nicolas Cage and his son book that we all forgot about.
You did get a message about it because I sent it to the group chat. I sent a WeTransfer link to the group chat.
I didn't
He
forget
did.
about
I
it. Just
remember
to
it
read
now.
it didn't work.
And see, Commander, this is the difference between Ayrton and I. Okay, because I am management and Ayrton is Debbie. See, Ayrton would smash her and walk away. I am not sure I could smash her because there's nothing going on above the neck.
I'm kind of retarded.
So let's talk about crippled angels. I've been looking forward to talking about crippled angels as soon as I saw this.
Talk about the crippled angels.
Okay, hold on. I'm getting it pulled up. Hold on.
It's the queer and autistic one.
I know.
I want to talk about the disabled angels. There's so many in heaven. They will be free of the wheelchair. They'll be made whole again in heaven. They're just around disabled people, so to see visibly disabled angels means everything. Thank you, Neil himself. Hashtag good omens.
Okay.
And it gets even better. We have a clip. If you go down to the next tweet here is
Oh, the next. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, the next one here, so you can play. Yeah, you go down one and you play the words from the lady who plays one of the crippled angels, who as an angel can create wheelchair ramps as a miracle.
Wait, I don't see a video.
That's not the
Am
next
I?
link. The next link is about frost giants.
No, that's not the one. Give me a second.
Oh, this got it.
Next link
Found
down
it.
right there. Play this here.
I'm playing it.
And he said, well, all I can tell you is that in heaven, your wheelchair flies, and on earth, whenever something is inaccessible, there will be a miracle that it will become accessible. And I could have cried. I squealed, and that was it. He had me at flying wheelchair. So I wanted to know what happened.
So Rune, we would like your opinion as a person of the differently abled persuasion.
Yeah, the handy capable individual. That's a nice way of saying it, a retard.
I am a little retarded. See,
but not as retarded as Neil Gaiman, apparently.
Oh, it's extra funny. See, you and I had a short conversation, not about this specifically, but I did mention that I didn't care for Good Omens because I didn't feel there was a lot of Terry Pratchett in it. The season 1 occurred right when he died. He was he wasn't in poor health, but he was not doing well. If for you who aren't aware, your daily dose of sad, Terry Pratchett had the early onset of dementia and chose to assist himself before he was too far gone to make the decision for himself, because he did not want to live being unaware, and that's very sad, but that's also, totally Terry Pratchett. I respect it even if I don't agree with it. And since his passing, more than one person has tried to take a giant rancid shit all over his legacy. Looking at you, BBC, with your Discworld series.
What does one of the world's most beloved porn genres have to do with this?
They tried to take something pure and do a porn genre on it.
I think Rune missed the joke.
I did.
He no-sold the joke.
No, he didn't no-sold the joke. I think he missed it. I don't think he got it.
I did not. So, Here's the thing.
That's
Season
even funnier.
Season 2 is solidly a Neil Gaiman joint. We are looking at Neil Gaiman's politics.
And it's also loosely based on conversations Neil and Terry had about what if we make another book? What would it be about?
That Terry is not here to verify, yeah, we had that conversation. How nice for him.
But Terry's estate is getting a cut, so.
But no, see, before I get into the actual meat of accessibility and angels, I just want to bring the following up. So, even though it's done in kind of a tongue-in-cheek manner, the basic thesis of Good Omens was that it's the Bible as absolute truth. What if this shit came real? Okay? Which means that an angel is 1, not human, 2, does not look human, because the vast majority of angels would be mathematical constructs.
Sorry, I'm gonna play this ad because it's better writing than Good Omens. So continue.
But I wanna bring this up because this one's a big one, because you've mentioned the alt lifestyle empowerment angle, and everybody's gay for what's his name and David Tennant. I'm sorry to tell anyone watching, David Tennant and the other angel don't have dicks! No asshole! No vagina! There's no sex!
How's it going, Commander Classified?
They can't have any because angels don't have definition in the fucking Bible!
No, that's not entirely true. In the Book of Enoch, it talks about the sons of God coming down and procreating with the daughters of men. And hold on,
creating Nephilim, which were destroyed as an affront before God's plan.
Yes, but let me finish. It depends on how you define angel. If you define angel as just a job description of heavenly extra-dimensional beings, that's something different than defining angel as a race. It depends on how you define it. All right.
Well, how dare you use the term race, Ayrton? Don't you know race is an offensive term to lefties?
But
I'm a fan of Formula One and MotoGP. I am a racist. I am a avid racist. I like watching race. You know, I like rooting for one race over the other.
All right,
let's circle around. Let's circle around to
prefer
full
Santa
stupidity.
Monaco
Right. So
Indy 500.
Having addressed the mechanical problems in the room, yes, the idea that disabled people would die and go to heaven and be disabled is dumb. I know there are certain indigenous belief systems that basically say you get to take your body's frailties with you, okay, which kind of sucks. But the fact of the matter is that they've already defined that angelic entities, and we're presuming apparently that human beings become angels when they die, news to me, have the ability to change their shape and alter their presence.
Wait, okay. So I pulled up the Rumble chat, and someone named TFN Network was spamming a bunch of Jew stuff. So I clicked on their channel over on Rumble. And Larry, you might need to go take a look.
DM me the link.
Yeah,
I mean, how offensive is it, Ayrton?
Oh, it's like hilarious. He has a video. It says 5G 9/11 and Israel 9/11 anniversary, and there's an image of a CGI dragon on it.
Okay.
Weird. I got it. I got it pulled up.
Private chat, Larry.
The
I
thing
got
is,
it pulled up. Wow.
The thing is let's address this seriously for a minute. You want me to believe that people died, went to a realm where they could be anything, look like anything, do anything, and they said, you know what? I want to stay Stephen Hawking in his later years.
Well, no. Rune. It's dumber than that.
Oh, I know it's dumber than that.
Much dumber than that.
Because then they come down to Earth and manifest as Stephen Hawking in his later years.
Mm-hmm. But what if these are angels who God made physically disabled?
Right, but see, that brings us back around to the Old Testament God is a giant asshole.
Well, I mean, that's the Christian perspective on the Old Testament God, but
Well,
because
no,
the thing is, I
it's
would
the
argue
no,
that
it's
the
the
Old Testament
Catholic,
God
it's
wouldn't
the
do it.
Catholic, it's the Catholic perspective, the Catholic and unnuanced perspective of the God of the Old Testament, without reading into the proper context and the proper Hebrew translations and all that stuff.
But
That's where, anyways. Sorry.
So, under Neil Gaiman's perspective, let's say a severely schizophrenic homeless person goes to heaven. So, are they going to be eternally schizophrenic? Is that what Neil Gaiman is saying?
You mean like TFN Network?
Like TFN Network, exactly. So, Rune, what do you think about that? God.
Sorry, I'm watching his most recent video.
Yeah. So, what do you think about that, Rune? God creating an angel to be permanently schizophrenic.
Well,
does that seem like a God people should be worshiping?
No. In fact, I have a better God for people that want to talk about gods. If we want to segue into let's compare religions.
Also, Rune, but I do want to, before we do that, I want to ask you a more serious and personal question. Could you imagine an eternity being trapped in the body you're in now?
Yes.
Would that be something you would imagine as hell?
Yes.
Being trapped in a body that limits your ability to live?
No. See, this is why I got to talk about my religion, comparative religion on the Church of on the Gospel of Comics, under the Church of Failure. See, the Christian God, right? If we believe Neil Gaiman, says that you should celebrate your diversity and that it's okay that you're disabled and that you should live
Oh my God.
in your
sorry.
after as a damaged person.
I need to interrupt you for a second.
Again.
His most recent video is 6.5 minutes of just the Star Wars opening crawl parody, which is a bunch of schizo Jew shit in it. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
Anyways,
It was funnier when Mel Brooks did it with the Schwartz.
Oh yeah, 1,000%.
Then
I'm gonna watch the dragon one now. Continue.
But then, hi guys, I'm a Norse path pagan. You know what my God requires of me? Be a badass and don't die like a bitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. This is the deep lore cosmology that doesn't make the rounds. You see, if you're a bitch and you die like a bitch, right? You don't go to a realm of fire and suffering because that's for bitches. Okay?
You go to a place of nothing.
Right, you go to a place of sentient non-existence, which means I would both exist and know I don't exist and be exactly like I am. And I would know absolutely, unimpeachably, that on the final day of existence, I get to be manifested in life again, so I can fucking die like a bitch. Because I get to lose.
So it depends on...
No. This is important.
No, I'm flipping it over
let him cook. Let him cook, Ayrton. Let him cook.
Because the thing is that if I live a honorable life and don't die like a bitch, right? I get to be elevated to the drinking hall of Valhalla, where I get to hang out with fucking Odin and bros and fight all day and drink all day and have bitches all day until the end of time. And then I get to limp my broken little ass out there with a sword and a shield, and I get to fight the biggest fight against the worst possible enemy in all existence and fucking win! I'd rather have that.
So I don't know if this is actual mainstream doctrine as far as like heaven and hell as far as like modern Christianity goes, but for my study of it over very many years, the way I understand it is because I believe the verse says something to be outside of the body is to be in the presence of the Lord, or be in the knowledge of the Lord, or something to that effect, right? So so my interpretation of it is once you die, your consciousness goes up into the next dimension, right?
Right. You
And
actually
now,
merge
hold
with
on,
the cosmic all. Is the thing.
More or less, but so you now actually have the full mental capacity that our human intelligence can actually achieve. But there's two different paths. There's one that is with God, if you will, and the other is you still have this knowledge, but you're separated from out, because we're social creatures. You're separated from the community of people that make quote unquote heaven.
Here's the thing.
So it's a psychological thing more so than a physical being tortured.
Here's the thing.
That's the quick explanation of my understanding.
And I'm going to say you're right, but let me just fill in the little gaps here. The thing is that I don't actually have a problem with Christendom. Okay, I don't get a problem with the Christian God. I have a problem with his fan club.
No,
and I'm
no,
also
I just had a problem with the way you and the way you interpreted the two different.
Yeah, but
things.
let me finish.
Sorry, I'm watching
I'm a little
planes
retarded.
crash
Let me
into
finish.
buildings at the same time.
Right. The thing is that I recently was in a conversation where I said, if we're going to be mad at the church, at Christianity, let's be mad at them for things they actually did, not things we think they did. Okay? You know,
right?
Because somebody gets on the high horse, starts talking about the witch trials. It's like, that wasn't the church, that wasn't Christianity.
Also,
that was civil governments.
Also, most of those witch trials weren't as bad as advertised.
But the reason I mention is because I'm not getting spicy at actual Christendom. Okay? I'm not getting spicy at the idea that you die, you join the cosmic all, you have both immanence, omnipotence, presence, and you want for nothing because you're merged with everything all at once, everywhere, and have perfect understanding. More power to you. Okay? I am specifically raging
DMP realm, but
yeah.
He's Rune's mad at Neil Gaiman's atheist agnostic perspective of heaven.
Right. I am
Neil Gaiman is an alien.
Right.
Meaning he's faking gay.
I am that's it. I am specifically crotchety at Neil Gaiman's fake and gay interpretation of Christendom. This hippy dippy pseudo 70s post love everybody lie that he wants,
which Terry Pratchett wouldn't have allowed in his work.
Absolutely not. Terry Pratchett loves a good joke, but Terry Pratchett also understands that you need a little bit of a lime in that joke to make it great. You need that little bit of salt, that little bit of nasty.
Sorry, wait, hold up. So I'm watching the schizo dude, right? And I was just watching, videos of that tragedy that happened like back in 2001 or something.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah,
the one in New York.
It was like
the big shot.
Yeah, it was like the big one, and then all of a sudden he's talking about it. It hard cuts to a football stadium, and then a really cheap CGI dragon just flies past on the screen, roaring, and I'm so confused and really distracted.
Well, see, I linked a meme that I'm still waiting to get put up on screen.
Oh, sorry, you should have. You should have said something.
And if you're talking about dragons, that's a good segue into our next bit that I'm sure.
Well, hold on.
Hold on.
I need to play. Wait, hold on. I need to play some of this video for you guys first, because this guy was in our chat, and now I'm concerned.
Right. I mean, if he has earned the mockery, bring on the pain.
I don't know if it's mockery. I'm just confused. All right, so this video is titled 5G 9/11 in Israel 9/11 anniversary.
In fact, I can't believe it took me over 12 years to see. Let me show you a still.
Wait, did we get raided by a conspiracy theorist?
I have no idea. I'm so confused.
Yet when we pay close attention to the video, Flight 175's wing should appear in front of the building, not behind it. This is a layering CGI glitch, and this proves that this video
let him cook.
all over the
Let him
world,
cook, as Larry
over
said.
and over and over again, year after year, is a CGI rendering. Thus, it's not an amateur witness video. It's a fake. And this is one of many,
I mean,
many
that is a
fake
bit
videos
weird,
put out by the
but
news media.
That a dragon?
That's a dragon in a football stadium, or
Don't
maybe
you remember Church?
Maybe
Don't
it's
you
a
remember
cricket
Church?
field, I don't know.
Don't you remember, Church, how the Dragons did 9/11?
Well, no. I remember I was on a carriage being hauled off to be executed for an unnamed crime.
Do you guys remember how? Do you guys remember how DMT is the only hard drug I've ever done? That made more sense than what I'm watching right now.
See, I'm thinking they're putting something in the water, because what I remember is the kids sang the national anthem, and then Bane came out, and the entire floor of the stadium collapsed. And then he said that he had a bomb, and that he was going to destroy everything. And then the dragon came out, kind of like this. And Batman saved the day.
I'll be right back, guys. Apparently, I got to go to Foos Rado somebody.
Man, so is this what cricket is like? Because I would watch cricket if this is a typical match.
Oh, wait a minute! Oh my God, that's fucking Deathwing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just a dragon. He
Well,
got
it's
the
a
fucking
wyvern,
dragon
but-
from Warcraft.
I'm so confused.
Why are you confused?
That a dragon destroyed a stadium.
It
So
didn't destroy it, though. It made it better.
Yeah, so let's click on.
We need to see where this goes from here.
No, we can do that later. We need to wrap some things up.
Oh shit, we do need to wrap stuff up. God damn it. Okay. Hold on, let me follow this guy real quick. Okay. Right.
So click on the Yo Dana status there.
I still think my clip is pertinent, but you know.
It is, but we're going to the meat.
Einbreck, I don't know if you're still out there, but I have this guy's channel saved. If you want me to send it to you in Prime to talk about this next week.
Debbie, we have many projects to do at work. It'd be nice if you actually did some work.
I'm getting it up. I'm letting Einbreck know, because that's what him and Prime talk about, is just insane people.
Mm-hmm. So Dungeons and Dragons did an ice giant. Wizards of course did an ice giant themed thing, and there was some AI art.
It's a preview from the upcoming book Big B Presents.
Now the funny thing is, what Wizards of the Coast is doing is blaming the artist, and the artist is saying, that wasn't the art I turned in. The art I turned in got thrown into an AI art bot. And this is what happened.
Oops.
And I think it's really big for Wizards to only have one giant clusterfuck controversy a quarter. They're improving.
What do you mean one a quarter?
Wizards is effectively lost my money, so I just spent almost $200 on fake Magic the Gathering cards, so I could continue to play the game without spending money on them.
Well, I mean, we're in a new quarter for the year. We're actually going into the end of the year quarter, and so they haven't had any major controversy in the last 3 months.
Now they have one.
Now they have one. So, first of all, I'd like to find this is very ironic how Wizards was being very active, making sure drive-through and other venues blocked AI art, and then they edited an AI art piece that was a work for hire piece. Thus, they were freely able to alter it as they saw fit. So my question is, how long has Wizards been slipping in AI art? Because I'm betting this isn't the first time.
I mean, I'm looking for the. I'm trying to pull up the Wizards' official response because they've already sent out their apology note.
They've already lied. Yes.
Yeah. Well, because that's the thing is you can basically translate this apology to, we're sorry we got caught. Also, you're wrong. You skipped one. Yes, they're having this Frost Giant thing now, but oh yeah, Watsy's getting into the neck for Baldur's Gate too. Or did you forget Bear fucking Game?
Well, no, they're blaming the video game company for that one.
Ah, right. Like at no time did they have any sign off where they're like, yeah, we approve of the Hobgoblin fucking scene. Which is in there. And nobody told me it was there. When I found out about it, I was horrified. Because I want to watch a Hobgoblin fucking ogre. That's what I want to do with my goddamn day. The pseudo-sexual vampire biting with full description.
I kind of want to watch that, so if you could send me a link.
Savage.
Here we go. I found the D&D nonology.
Okay, then I don't have to keep looking for it.
Well, I mean, we do have. We are starting to go over time, and I do have a breaking.
No, we'll just finish this. We'll just finish this, and then we'll play the outro song I pulled up. Today, we became aware that an artist used AI to create artwork for the upcoming book, Bigby Presents Glory of the Giants. We've worked with this artist since 2014, and he's put years of works into books we all love. While we weren't aware of the artist's choice to use AI in the creation process for these commissioned pieces, we have discussed with him, and he will not use AI for Wizards' work moving forward. We are revising our process and updating our artist guidelines to make clear that artists must refrain from using AI art generation as part of their art creation process for developing D&D art. There's nothing wrong with using AI art as long as you make sure it doesn't look weird, like as pointed out above.
We used it for the one T-shirt, and you can ask Larry. I was very annoying with asking him to make a bunch of different changes and shit like that to it.
I mean, church, isn't that like 9/10 of making a T-shirt for people?
What, annoying changes? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Annoying changes.
So I had an idea in my head, which actually the image we came up with was not even close to what I had, but the image Larry sent me just made me laugh so hard when imagining the text around it. I was like, okay, that's perfect. That's what we're. And then I showed it to a couple of friends, around here, and they all thought it was hilarious without the context. And so I was like, okay, that'll work.
And in honor of several references that have already happened in this show, we have a good song to go out on as an outro. So hit the music, Johnny.
I have a last minute thing.
Okay.
What?
I mean, we usually all have we usually all have like a last minute thing. I'm sure.
Hurry up.
That's fair.
Okay, so my thing is don't buy. That's right, guys. We do advocacy sometimes. Don't buy Marvel Multiverse role playing game. Don't buy it. Unless you're getting a physical.
Marvel.
No. Specifically, don't buy the Marvel Multiverse role playing game. Unless you are at a physical store buying a physical copy, there is no PDF. They actually want you to buy a digital license for a Roll20 virtual tabletop. and that's how you get the book. They want you to buy a virtual tabletop subscription to get a virtual tabletop subscription to get to play a game that probably sucks. Don't buy it. Do not.
Anything you want to have, Church, before we have Bane take us out?
You're all bastards for not reading the book that I had to read.
Yeah, I forgot. I read Voodoo Child. It wasn't the comic book. It was the good sheet music.
All right, play that music to take us out.
Good night, everybody.
Who is the one man to have defeated me in freestyle? Only me. Yes, only you. Would anyone else care to challenge me? That's what I thought. DJ, drop a beat. That's right, Gotham. I'm Bane, yes, that's my name. When you hear the name Bane, I guarantee the pain. I'm coming after you, Bruce Wayne. I'm stronger, smarter, clinically insane. I'm Bane, that's my name. Bruce Wayne and the Batman are totally the same. I broke his back, Mortal Kombat smack. Then I cracked my 28 Krug champagne. Who likes hip-hop? I heard Gotham City was all right. I'm Bane, yes, it's a shame. I declare martial law and you all complain. I laugh when you ask why I wear the mask. I'll explain. It's because I'm Bane. Yes, that's my name. You say it to him, what's the name becomes a name. Of course, something my plan lacks gain. You say it to my face, I'll crush your blade. When I say no, you say survival. No, no. When I say no, you say survival. You suck, Bane. Who said that? Hey. Stop the music. Kill them all.
And then a
Good night,
dragon came out.
everybody.
Those are the worst bars I've ever heard.